Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to play SimCity. This particular version is available on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and this is the first SimCity that I've ever played. I believe my school had SimCity 2000, but I never owned that version, and I only played it once or twice. This is the version that I played for hours on end, and absolutely loved it. So let's just jump into it. There's practice, start new city, and select scenario. Practice just gives you a small island, so we'll go ahead and do that. If you want to start a new city, that'll give you a nice, huge piece of land. You can sort of customize that land a bit, and I think the goal is like 500,000 people or something like that. It's nothing like today's SimCity or City Skylines, but it's still nostalgic in certain ways. Okay. So this is Dr. Right. He'll just chime in every now and again with some tips and stuff. Build menu is on the left. There are some management buttons on the upper part of the screen there, and you can see the current date and how much money you have. The RCI meter, R being residential, C being commercial, and I being industrial. We'll go ahead and throw down... I would like to throw down like a power plant or something. What I would typically do in this game... there's nuclear power and there's coal power. Nuclear power is cleaner, so maybe we'll throw that down somewhere, like there. That's fine. And now we need some power lines. Okay, so now we've got that. We'll go ahead and throw down some residential zones. Now this game's kind of weird in the sense that you can just build all rails and it won't matter. There's a lot of things that won't matter in this game, but I mean, yes, you can do roads. That's fine. But rails will completely eliminate traffic, completely. But just, again, for demonstration purposes, I'll go ahead and do roads. But in my playthroughs as a kid, I would forego the roads altogether and just go with the rails. It was crazy. So as far as, like, grouping up zones, two zones, if they reach a high enough level, will merge into one large zone. But I don't think that's going to happen here. Alright, so we want some industry. I'm going to put that... I don't know. Trying to get a sense of... Yeah, I know. I thank you. I'm well aware. So if I did... Let's just do something like that. Again, this is an extremely small island, so we're not going to see a whole lot of action here. Yeah, we need... Everything has to be touching or connected via power line. Like, there's no... I mean, like, this commercial zone, yes, is right across the street from the residential, but it's not like there's a power radius. It's just you have to connect everything via power lines. You can build parks. Parks are great ways to encourage growth. Make these little houses here turn into something else. Stadiums are the way to go if you want to make people really, really happy. There's police departments, fire departments, airports, seaports. Just the act of plopping one down is enough. You don't have to do anything like create airplanes or lines. Thank you. I'm well aware of that. Thank you. Very top, this is the game speed. You can pause it. You can, increase it as you want. Auto destruction, auto whatever, auto go to disasters, sound. You can have disasters enabled in this game. You can't, like, call them whenever you want, but as long as you enable them, they will pop up from time to time. Then you've got information. This is the most important part of the game here. The map, the graph, the tax, the history total, and voice. Voice being important because it tells you how you're doing. What's the worst problem? Taxes. But, yeah. Typical stuff. But yeah, look how basic this is compared to... say, City Skylines or some other games. There's a save and load here. You can get more tips from Dr. right here. And if there's any problems, he'll let you know what they are. So it seems like I need... well, that commercial zone's there, but it's just not growing. I'll go ahead and add another industrial zone. You know what? Do that. The music for this game is actually really good, too. Okay, pollution would be a problem if I had coal power, but again, I Nuclear power and rails. Those are the way to go. Now, you can also see, like, little specks of black on those roads. Those are little cars. They're driving around. If you see a ton of that, that means you've got a ton of traffic to worry about. But again, rails. More expensive, but you can just force everyone to take the train. It counts as adjacency. You know, these buildings have to be adjacent to something. Alright, so maybe we'll do something like that. Guessing we're going to want a fire department at some point. And a police department. Make them happy. Stadium just to get the ball rolling, I guess. What I like to do is, sometimes you'll get special buildings too. You can donut. That was a very popular strategy in this game, where you have 8 of the buildings that the special building likes, and surround it completely with the special thing. So, for example, if I got that's what this little question mark is. On occasion, you'll get, like, oh, you got a park, or oh, you got this building, or a zoo, or something. You can completely surround it with, it doesn't have to be an extra road, you just completely surround it and fill it up. Fill up the donut, basically. Let's plan a budget. I'm good, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and just fast forward time. It's moving a little slowly. It's been 20 plus years, folks, so bear with me. Alright, you know what? Let's show you what you can't donut a stadium because the stadium is too big, but you can kind of do it. So if I were to put, like, a stadium here, I could, in theory, try doing something like, you know, something like that. Just, again, this is not normally what I would do, but as an example, you can completely surround it. Let's do that. I'll put parks where those empty spaces are. Tax rate. Okay, so here you can change your tax rate, your funding. If your transportation funding is below 100%, roads will go bad, or, you know, rail will just delete or demolish. Police and fire, just leave it go. Yeah, again, this is the most simple. Again, back then, though, when I was a kid, like, this was overwhelming for me. But, you know, now it's... Thank you for the information. The music is really good, too. As you grow your population to, say, milestones, 10,000, I think, was it 50,000, 100,000, and so on, like, the music will change. Look up the SimCity soundtrack. It's really good. Let's go ahead and throw some parks in there. Should see some growth. Now, what's weird is that residential zones in this game are not green. They're red. Commercial is blue, industrial is blue, but yeah, it's just weird that it migrated from red to green over the course of the years, but I actually prefer the green now. Don't know why, I just do. I'm just used to it. Alright, so maybe a couple more industrial zones. Maybe we can squeeze one right there. A little bit of traffic, just a smidge. 2,000 people. I have now become a town. And now the soundtrack will change. I know you guys can't hear it very well. It's for a reason, in case there's any sort of copyright. I doubt it, but just in case. I like to cover my butt whenever possible. Oh, okay, so I can build my own house. Now, this is an example of the donut effect that I was talking about. I could completely surround that house if I wanted to. Seaport, I don't remember what that does. I think it improves industry in the area, but don't quote me on it. I'm almost out of money. I'll just go ahead and throw one down. Alright, let's see. Where can I put it? It's a little picky on where it can be placed. There we go. And then we should see a boat at some point show up. Likewise with the airport when you put that down, but I'm almost out of money. So yeah, this is SimCity. This is old school SimCity. I gotta say, it's bringing back some fond memories. I may try this again at some point just to see how far I can get. If you guys are interested in seeing any of that, let me know. Let's just activate Godzilla, just so you can see, or maybe it's Bowser. Either way, it's a giant green monster. Bowser, it's Bowser. Yeah, so he'll walk around the map and walk over buildings and destroy them. So yeah, you can activate all sorts of cool things. There's tornadoes and earthquakes. Just activate them all. I have no planes, so I can't show you that, but... That's the fire. Fire department's right next door. Flood warding. There goes my newly minted Seaport. And there's the tornado. Earthquake, I think, is the worst. Alright folks, so there you go, SimCity Super Nintendo Entertainment System. If you guys haven't already subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube, that way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.